Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of, well, I'm going to call this Not So Retro Game Finds, and that's because these games that I'm collecting are actually for some of the more modern systems, and not necessarily retro games, so I'm definitely going to rebrand this video as that, but there may be some retro games thrown in here. It's just game finds in this video, because I can't be too picky, and I'm not able to find a lot of the older stuff for cheap online, so a lot of this stuff has been more modern retro stuff. And I did get a box that I've already opened, so let's go ahead and start with this box. That box holds more than I thought. So one of the first games I got was PacMan 2 Championship Edition. This was just cheap. I actually really enjoy playing this game. I've only played the free version. But, oh, that's a sticker I have not seen before from this retailer. But I decided to go ahead and grab it because, I mean, it is really fun, especially with... Now, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure this game is multiplayer, isn't it? The Championship Edition? I guess you play it by yourself and compete against others, but just wanted it for a while, and it was really cheap, so I got it. This one is Watch Dogs 2. I actually have the original Watch Dogs, but have never gotten the second one, and they're, like I said, these are games that are just being clearanced out. Because, oh, this is nice. I like it when they do this in the sleeve, because these will always fall out of that little area there. And of course this is in immaculate condition. One little scratch. Does it rub off? No, I don't like that there's a scratch there, so we'll see how well this plays. Should be okay if I'm right. Yep, this is another one-player game, but it says I can do network plays. Offline play is optional. Well, I sure hope that I can play this offline. I got Assassin's Creed Unity. I am not the biggest fan of this series. I've played them, but I don't think I've beaten any of them. The only thing that keeps drawing me back to this series is I am kind of a history buff, so I do enjoy playing some of those games that are based on history. And there's the disc. This one's in much better condition. Next one is, yeah, unfortunately it didn't come with the artwork. Fallout 4. You know, I wonder how many of these game cases they actually just discard because it's not, I mean, it's cheaper for them, or some reason they don't have to store them as much. I don't know. Do they intentionally discard game cases? Do you see that? Right here. The disc is showing through the label. That is a gash that's taken out of the disc. You see how the light hits that? Uh-oh. That's getting returned. Knack 2. Now this one, a lot of people couldn't believe I had never played. I played the first Knack, of course, when the PS4 came out. It was a good launch title to showcase things that we definitely couldn't see on the previous generation. And that's interesting. This one didn't come with a sleeve. But it's still intact in the case. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, disc is in good shape. And Everybody's Golf, available now. They just released this on VR. I'm hoping to get that pretty soon. Trackmania Turbo. This just looked interesting to me. I don't know much about it. It's another Ubisoft game. How many Ubisoft games did I get? 1, 2, 3. Huh. I've gotten a few more of those. Alright, is Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway. That's interesting. And yes, I wanted to get this because it's a multiple-person racer. Whoa. 2 to 100 players? That's still... Online play is optional. Thank you. Oh, and I like this. PS4 remote play enabled, so I can play this on my Vita. Because yes, I still have my Vita, and I do enjoy it. Disc is in great shape. I'm usually not worried about these discs. That's why I don't mind buying them in the mail. Look at that, another Ubisoft game. I did have this game at one point, but I got rid of it because it was worth money. And I said, you know what, someday I'm going to get it again because when it's not worth money, and it's not worth anything now. I think I got this for $2. Yep, manual, and the disc is great. Exactly how I expected this to be. Now this one, I'm pretty sure I had this in the past, but maybe it came as part of a pack of games. I don't know. But I didn't have it, and it was cheap, so now it's in my collection. And I did enjoy games from the studio like Heavy Rain and Two Souls. I actually beat both of those games, and it's the first like, oh, look at that. It's the first like adventure movie style game that I have beaten are all the ones that this studio produces, so very happy about that. Let me grab a couple more games here. So this is the pile of games that I got. That's my discard pile. There's games I'm going to have to return. And we have another box. Again, I've already opened it just to check and make sure games are in there, but I had to remove the mailing label, so different box. Starting out with Farpoint VR. I've really wanted to start collecting VR games when they get clearanced out and cheap because I do like my VR. I can't play it for very long because it gives me a headache, but I'm always looking forward for more VR experiences. Astrobot Rescue Mission. This is one I've been waiting to get for a while, but it's always been on the upper price range, I think 30 or 40 bucks. So definitely glad to get this. Comes with the game. And unfortunately, see here, this is bent and broken now. So eventually I have to replace that case. Another game I've wanted to get for a while, but it was, again, more pricey than I wanted to pay. And I think that all Trek nerds probably wanted to be on the bridge of the Enterprise at one point. Here we have Riggs, which has always been recommended and highly rated, so that's why I got this game. Alright, now this is disappointing. No artwork on the sides either. What game is this? This is the game Wet from Bethesda for the PlayStation 3. Not quite sure I'm in love with this one. We'll see how we'll put this in the maybe pile. But then I also got all of these PlayStation 3 games with no case. Twisted Metal, I can probably find the case for. Motorstorm Apocalypse, no reason why they shouldn't come with cases. There should be tons of those cases floating around out here. This one is a little bit more hard to find, so I may keep that and just look for the case later. Sorry, that's Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Just Cause, Need for Speed The Run. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, and here are some more PlayStation 4 titles. Here's Tekken 7. Little Big Planet 3. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. This is another game I had before, but I sold it because I didn't like it. And I got it again because I'm going to give it another chance. I think I played this on, I want to say PSP. I don't know what it was on. PSP, Vita, PlayStation 2. I really don't remember. And I liked it better, so I'm going to give this a second chance just to see if I truly didn't like it. Far Cry 5. Dynasty Warriors 9. And Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, so this next pickup I have doesn't have a box because it was an order pickup, so I just went curbside pickup and just picked it up. The first thing I'm going to show you is, this is just an empty case, collector's case for Doom Eternal. And that came with this game, which does have the game in it. Brand new, so I bought this from a retailer. Borderlands 3, and I just collected the other Borderlands games. I've never played any of them. Mortal Kombat 11. This one was also cheap, that's why I got it. Now, this one I couldn't wait. This was also brand new when I got it, but I couldn't wait. I got it home and immediately popped it in. Everybody's Golf VR. This game is great. I personally like this game. Golf VR, I didn't realize, ever since the Wii, when you could use the Wii remote to golf, I couldn't understand why golf wasn't a huge priority on the VR. I got this for I got this for Xbox One specifically because it was on clearance for $9.99, but I got this game specifically because 2K20 apparently has horrible glitches. A Nintendo Switch title, Axiom Verge. I've been wanting to try this out because of its retro aesthetic. If you look at the pixel art and the box art, that looks very Metroid style to me, and I'm hoping that this is a Metroid style game. This game I've seen out there for a while, but it was really cheap for the Switch. This is all used. And I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it says a life-changing video game experience. I don't know what Cave Story is. It maybe seems like one of those Japanese RPGs. I'm hoping that's kind of what it is, but not quite too sure. And this game was recommended to me on the Xbox One But believe it or not, it was cheaper on the Switch. So I got the Switch version. It was actually much cheaper on the Switch when I went to look for it. Need for Speed Undercover. Xbox? I'm sorry. X-Men Destiny. I've really been wanting to try this game out. And it's always kind of expensive when I find it in person. With the manual and the artwork. I mean, out of all the games that came with it, I'm very glad that this one did. Midnight Club, Los Angeles. I'm sure I had this at one point, but I don't have it right now. I must have sold it. Turok for the PlayStation 3. This manual is pretty beefy. This is a thick, full color printed manual. I mean, it's just, you just don't see that anymore. And Need for Speed Most Wanted. What I really was interested in is this PS Move functionality. I'm starting to run out of room here. Here we have an Amazon shipment. And first we have Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham for the PlayStation Vita. This game was interesting. I've never heard of it, but it was just really cheap. It was about the same price as Lego Batman, so it's either really bad or it was really common and hence not worth anything. This is brand new again, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. I don't know if that came out on any other system. This game was the cheapest. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this series is. Never heard of it except for on Lego. This was also from that same shipment. This is also brand new. Again, it was really cheap, so I grabbed it. Here's something more retro. This is the Turbo Tap for the TurboGrafx 16. All right, what else we got? I have another shipment here. This is the stuff that just came today. So, as I'm filming this, come on. But here I have Soul Calibur, sorry, I almost call it 4. Soul Calibur 6. Another VR. Blood and Truth. This one was cheap, but highly rated, so looking forward to trying this out. Yeah, it's almost like playing through an action movie is what it kind of looked like in the previews. Then I have... Yep. So I got this game for, I believe it was either the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 or the Xbox. I got it for another console, and then this came up for sale for cheap. I got hooked on this series thanks to someone who was following my channel, and I want to thank him for getting me hooked on this, because that's what I needed, is another game that sucks hours of my life away. Tetris Effect. I've been wanting to get this game ever since I saw the world champion Tetris guy play it, and he did really good on it because of the zero latency, or the close to zero latency, on the VR headset. So, just looked interesting. I'm not quite sure how much I think Tetris lends itself to VR, but I'm going to find out. And then I have 3 more packages. Spy Hunter for the PlayStation Vita. This is Soul Sacrifice. I got this because it was highly recommended if I had it. I actually did have the digital copy of this, but again, I'm starting to buy the physical copies because the digital copies may not keep working. This is brand new, but I did order this on that same online retailer. This is Dragon Crown, or Dragon's Crown. If you can see all this here, this is most of what I found online this time. Looks like a lot because it is, but it also shows everything I got at the same time. All right, so this is everything that I got since the last video. This was several shipments. Some of these I bought brand new, some of these I bought online, and some of these I bought through eBay, and there were a few private sellers in there, but this is everything. There's only 2 games out of this lot that did not work out, so not a bad success ratio. And those are the ones in this corner here, right here, this little one. There's 2 games there that are damaged that I'm going to send back to that retailer, but the rest, fantastic. So these will definitely keep me busy for quite a while. So that said, guys, that wraps it up. As always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned because I have more content coming. See you in the next one. If you like this video and you'd like to help out with future projects on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Also, if you enjoy the content of this channel, please remember to click on this subscribe button. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.